Oh, there we go. There was quite a delay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that you've had a good day so far. I have been working on this REM8 cover. So it's a holiday cover for Rothic. And firstly, I want to thank all of you who have been here throughout all the different streams and the work in progress. This is where I'm at right now. So I did some work on it today. It's looking a little bit washed out on camera. I apologize for that. But anyway, this is where I'm at. And I've got to say, I have never really done, I don't believe I've ever done sheer cloth in watercolor before. That was a challenge. But this is where I'm at. And so far, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The main thing is to continue being happy with it and hopefully not screw it up. So I've been working with watercolor, some watercolor colored pencil, and then for a couple spots I switched to Copic marker. So I'm sort of working with a bunch of different mixed medias here. There's like a shimmer. I used my shimmer paints on her top right here, and then I used my gold on her necklace, and then up here on the gold piece on her head. So right now those are the only things that have the shimmer paint on them. But I'm happy with it, and I just need to keep going and get some more done. And I'm very sorry that I'm starting so late today. I kind of was really engrossed in the novel that J.P. Roth was reading to me, and I forgot to get the things that I need to get done for dinner done early like I'm supposed to. So I had to quickly go get some of dinner done and leave everything soaking, and then I can come back and get to live. So it's 100% my bad, and the fact that J.P. Roth's book is so awesome. Philip, hello, welcome to the stream. So, I have these two colors that I've been using just to add a little bit. I already had put down all the watercolor that I needed to here, or that I had thought I needed to here, and then realized that I needed to add a little bit more. Watercolor tends to leave a halo, and I didn't want to mess anything up, so I switched to Copic marker. And thankfully, I had colors that matched. Hello, Chicago. Long time no see. So I'm just going to carry on with a little bit more over here, and then I want to add just a little bit to her cloth over here. And my plan is that her cloth just kind of disintegrates into splotchiness. Let me see if I can fix the color a little bit. It's looking a little bit washed out to me. So one moment, please. See if I can make any adjustments. Yeah. That's more like it. Okay. Fixing done. There we go. All right. So I'm working with two colors right now. I'm working with BG13 and BG49. And these two seem to match perfectly with the watercolor tones that I used. And actually, I'm using some watercolors because they were the exact colors that I needed that were gifted to me by Yo-Yo. So when you guys see Yo-Yo's element, she's the one who gifted me these colors, and they are perfect for Tay's outfit, which is a turquoisey kind of green. And I could get it with my Schminke set, but I'd have to mix it, and this way was so nice. It was already pre-done. Whoop, whoop. So I've been using those. So if you guys happen to see Yo-Yo come on the stream, definitely remind me to thank her. Oh, thank you, Christina. All right, so I'm using the lighter tone, and I'm just adding a little bit of texture, or not texture, but just some definition to the folds down here. I'm not going to do a lot because I do want it to just kind of foofy disappear. I don't know what to call that besides foofiness. So it's just going to foof off. Oh, thank you so much, Wayne. Yay! So I'm just doing a couple little touches of Copic marker here. I sort of lost all of my pencil lines. So mental note to me for future reference, I need to make my pencil lines a little bit darker. I also was watching some tutorials yesterday, and a couple people were talking about how you can get graphite or like a watercolor pencil. Now, of course, my colored pencils are watercolor, but they'll completely dissolve. I need a pencil that's almost waterproof, kind of, but not as dark as a black inked line. Anyway, so it's something I still need to work with a little bit because I've lost all of my pencil lines. And for in the cloth and everything, I did have some directional ones, and now I've had to kind of just wing it. So next time I will try to, I don't know, I need to find a solution to that one little situation. Yeah, no feet. True story. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't look good. It would look like I'm in being like, look, I can draw feet. Hello to Artist Life. Welcome to the stream today. So I'm going to zoom out just so you guys can see more while I'm working on a few of the little details. And you can see the massive mess that is my desk. It's a disaster. I just have art shit everywhere. But it's part of using all the tools. Oh, hi, White Cat. Thank you. Well, here's to hoping it finishes out correctly and I don't end up screwing something up. But I will do my best. So I'm just using Copic marker here to deepen some of the shadows, fixie on a few things. The rest of this was done with watercolor. Oh, thank you, Monkey. It appears as though I have lost focus. Oh my goodness, Wayne, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. I hope they gave you some good antibiotics for it. And how long does something like that generally take to heal? Just made the focus worse. Hey, Quartz. Hey, Snow. No, I gotta show you guys my shirt. It's fantastic. I bought it in New York with the other one. It's a cat saying, I'm busy. It's so fantastic. It looks just like Sherlock. You brought the Detective 1000. There were a fair few of you. I'm so sorry. If I saw your face, I'd remember you instantly. I'm good with faces. Right? The shirt is so fantastic. And there's a picture of Sherlock on it, and the statement reminds me of my daughter Vienna, because whenever I'm trying to like give her hugs or something, she's like, I'm busy. So it reminds me of both of them. Exactly, Snow. You're on an elephant's dose. Oh my goodness. Do you have a fever too, Wayne? You just feel awful? I'm so sorry. Hello, Levi. Mr. Sherlock is doing incredible. He was a good boy and let me brush his teeth this morning. He didn't like it, but he sat through it. And he also sat still this time for a very long brushing. So he's a very happy boy. He likes his brushings. So there's a big pendant right here, which is why this kind of looks awkward right here and dark. And that's because I'm leaving room for the pendant, but I haven't drawn the pendant yet. You're just under the weather. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Wayne. Well, from what I've heard, you're kind of supposed to brush your cat's teeth, apparently, according to his vet. So I'm trying. He doesn't like it, but we're trying. Oh, thank you, Atomic. I'm so sorry about your day. And Levi, I don't know if I said hi to you. It's been a minute. How's it going? It's Canadian. Fine. All right. Where did I put my Copic markers? Oh, my desk is such a mess. Do you have to floss a cat's teeth? I don't think Sherlock would let me. Oh, here's my Copic markers. Lol. They're right on my desk. My desk is such a mess, I couldn't find my Copic markers, and they were right there. Nice. All right. Actually, I'm not going to put these ones away so I remember them. Okay, I'm going to get some E41 and E42. I did watercolor on her hand, and now I'm just going to add some Copic marker. A lot of people got sick from New York. I guess I dodged a bullet then. Yeah, actually, I remember Mark's post about being sick. thank you so much, Atomic. Do my eyes ever bother me? When I have a headache, yeah. Big time. But I can't say that I have that, you know, feeling when I'm drawing that my eyes are strained or overworked or anything like that. Thankfully, I haven't had that issue. But yeah, when I have a migraine, which is a lot, my eyes really hurt and I can't look at any light. I'm using some Copic on top of watercolor, Kylie, wherever there's, you know, something that I need to enhance, but I don't want to add a bunch of water onto it. And you really didn't miss so much, Kylie. I kind of was deeply engrossed in J.P. Roth's novel that she was reading to me. I have like personal audiobook time. It's fantastic. And I was so into the story. I could have easily at any point taken my phone with me, walked downstairs, and done the like pre-dinner, pre-Twitch dinner prep stuff. And I totally forgot. So I had to start a little later on Twitch. It's all my fault. So I'm doing an underpaint with watercolor, and then I put black all over her legs and all on her arms, and I couldn't get the black dark enough with watercolor. So I'm switching to Copic marker for the black because it doesn't get dark enough. All right. Thank you, Kylie. So I'm just using my commission style for latex for this piece as well. So I'm basically filling it completely with black and then going over it with colored pencil, which is what I did for, it's what I do for any commissions. But instead of using a white colored pencil, I'm using a blue watercolor pencil. So this is the Caran d'Ache Aquarelle. They're the museum ones, so I'm guessing that they also have like staying power over time. I can't remember what it's called, archival. So I'm using these ones, and I'm only using Copic marker in a few small places. And then at the very end of this, I think I'm going to study first how to do it, and then I'm actually gonna probably mount this, or if I don't mount it, I will at least spray the fixative on it and then varnish it. Oh, it's an ebook store. Interesting. The Merc, hello! Welcome to the stream! Like Netflix, okay. it takes a lot of going over it and over it with black to get it really black. Yeah, it's hard to wait, isn't it, Kylie? Now here I'm going to leave little ticks so that I know where I had the little parts in her hand for lines. Otherwise it's just too easy to lose them. And then I'm going to get a little lost on the shape of her hand. And I was actually really happy with how her hand turned out, so I'm not trying to lose that. Drawing the inside palm of a hand is kind of difficult, so when I got it right, I was like, woo! And I don't want to lose it. Thank you, Wolf Runner. What's the block section on her right thigh? Oh, I just haven't finished coloring it yet. So on watercolor paper, Copic marker bleeds a lot more than it usually does. So that's something I've had to adjust a little bit. There, so I've left some pieces open so that I have the details of her hand still mapped out. Hello, Chicken Heed. Halo Scan Burn, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, please don't have to refill. Oh, hi, Juan. All right, so I've got this stuff here just to indicate to myself where everything is. I'm probably going to fill some of that in and make it darker soon, but I do want to differentiate between the two legs for now. Okay. Hey, Aftermath. No, not T9. Let's see. T6. If I have this too light, then it's not going to show up the same, I fear. So I'm trying to just get it to be dark enough that the blue can really pop on top of it, but still be able to see enough of it myself that I can put the proper highlights. Go. All right, so I want the highlights to be picking up the same blue that this is from all the ambient light, and then maybe a little bit of color from the snow. At the very end, I probably will put a bunch more white down around at the bottom, kind of like allude to blowing snow, but that I need to do at the very end. So for right now, it's gonna look like this and a little bit awkward. That's the thing with watercolor. It looks very awkward to me in work in progress things. All right, I need, this is the green that I was also using like for her makeup. These are watercolor colors, right? So I would take some water on a brush and just get a little bit of the color from the pencil and then use it to paint on her makeup, because I wanted it watercolored, and this paper is quite textured, so when I when I use the texture, when I use the colored pencil directly on the paper, it shows up too much graininess. So I need to paint it on. So to get the right color, I would just use a little bit of this and paint it down. So that's the color that I used for her makeup, and it does match with the rest of the green. So I might actually do this and pull in some of the green. So it would like be picking up or almost mirroring the green that's on her dress. Oh yeah, I worked on it today. So here what I did is I took a watercolor brush and I actually painted on top of the color to help it blend a little bit. So I may do that here too, because again, it's picking up the texture of the paper. All right, and then in the palm of her hand, it's actually going to be picking up a lot of light because this thing is going to be illuminating. All right, I went too far. So I'm gonna try to find the black. Yeah, this is the black, but it's still watercolor. So if I need to, I can paint with it. Ah, that's funny, Wayne. realized that part needed to be brightened up a little bit. The one problem with turning this into watercolor is it tends to desaturate the blue, which I really like having the blue in there, so it's kind of a bummer. So I'm just going over it now because at least it's dry. Switching to some green. Oh wow, okay. The green over the blue looks a lot more saturated, so I'm gonna try that here. I'm gonna put some blue down and then add the green on top. I guess because the blue is a little bit lighter than the green, so it creates a really nice blend. Oh, thank you so much, Snow. Yay, I'm glad you like it. No, he does that when I'm gone. Everybody knows that when I'm home, I feed Sherlock, so he can't trick anyone into thinking that he hasn't been fed yet. But when I'm gone, yes. Thank you, Atomic. I know, he's so skinny because nobody ever feeds him. Oh, Kylie's back, yay! Hey, Jeff. Oh, thank you so much, Kylie. It was terrifying. To put turquoise over skin tone is really difficult. It didn't end up exactly how I saw it in my head, but it's close enough. So I'm just all kinds of relieved that it even worked because I didn't know how to do sheer over watercolor. So that was exciting. But thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Yay. What I did, Kylie, was I painted her skin first. I didn't really do tons of shading or anything on her skin, just the basic shapes, because I knew I was going to cover it up. But I wanted to have it a little bit more in shadow down here, a little bit more shadow in here. So I did all of that and waited for it to dry. And then I did watercolor, but very lightly on top. And then once it was all dry and I was done, I wanted to add a few more little bits to it, and I was concerned that if I did, I might leave water stains. Because when you sometimes wet on wet, it doesn't always work, or once the watercolor's dried, it leaves halo marks like that, which I wanted for the background, but I don't want on her skin. So I used a little bit of Copic marker, which I just so happened to have the right colors. So I was able to put in some extra depth that I needed afterwards with colored pencil, because watercolor dries lighter than it looks, right? So then you want to go back in and you're a little screwed. With Copic marker, it also does the same, but I know Copic marker, so I kind of have my standard colors and I know how it's going to look when it dries. With watercolor, I'm still a little unsure, especially when I'm mixing colors, or I don't really know these very well because they were gifted to me by Yo-Yo. And so I actually used this color for Tay's outfit. Thank you, love. So this blue, as you guys can see, it really shows up on the black, but it shows up best where it's fully black like that. So that's why I'm filling in everything with black and then adding in this stuff at the end. But the way that I've got this shine right here, it's kind of making it look like this knee is knock-kneed and like turning at a very uncomfortable angle. So I need to put another highlight here to kind of bring her thigh outward towards us a little bit more. So I'm just going to put another highlight here to do that. And sometimes, honestly, I can see, I guess having the divide from what's right in front of me to what's on the camera really helps me see my mistakes or see things that look awkward. So it's very handy to be able to check my work on the camera. Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet, Kylie. I will. Oh, okay. Good for you for studying. Yep, same, Christina. It's really helpful. And then I also have a program that will flip the art. It's just an app. So I'll pull it into the app and flip it sometimes if I'm unsure. Because I'm under my blanket and I don't want to get up and look and hold it up to a mirror. Okay, so then the rest is going to be the underlight. Let's see what colors I have for that. I have a purple, but I'm thinking it might be too dark. So then I might have to switch to the luminous colors. Let me try it. I didn't know that. Do you use an iPhone? Oh, okay. Cool. I'm going to need to look into that, Kylie. I didn't know. So there's a mix of blue and purple, so I'm probably just going to mix these two colors. Put a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple. Oh, that's great, Kylie. Maybe I'll put a little bit of purple in this too. So purple's more over here. Blue I'm going to use as the light source color. And actually the purple really helps to kind of blend the blue out. It's a little less harsh on the in contrast from the black. So I'm actually going to mix a little bit of purple in there, and I may even go in and mix a little bit of black on the edges, because even though it's not showing up super textured on the camera, it is pretty textured here, and it's a little more texture than I wanted, to be honest. Is it a happy accident, the area just above her right hand? Yes, it's a happy accident. I kind of forgot about a lot of this area. I was really focused up there. Hey, Keeman. Thank you, Kylie. All right, so there's a little bit of green from her dress over here. And there's a little bit of green over here. So I'm just putting in a few pops of color, just tiny ones. And then it's purple and blue. This side of her knee would be in pretty dark, it would be pretty much black right here. And because this leg is a lot more showing contrast and stuff, I don't want to compete with this leg as much. So this one I'm not going to do tons of bright highlights. I'm just going to keep them a little bit more muted, just so that there isn't just like you're attacked with knees. I'm going to widen out this part a little bit more. All right, I want this to be a little bit darker, so I'm actually just going to use... No, the colored pencil is too textured, but because I was using watercolor colored pencil, I can just take the Copic in and cover it up. So now I'm darkening the blacks again. They tend to lighten, and the watercolor paper is very thirsty. And it seems like Copic marker dries even lighter on watercolor paper than it does on normal paper. So this is all a learning experience. Good times. Okay, I'm taking T6. Oh my God, Kara made it! Yay, Kara! Thank you, Snow. Okay, now I'm going to leave this area for a little while, and I'm going to move on to this. But you know what? Okay, I got a little lazy, and I needed to put a pattern on this, and there is a specific like Japanese pattern that we use for Tei's obi, and I got lazy and I didn't draw it. So I need to draw that. And also on the letters here, I also got bored and I stopped, and I need to finish one last row. I need your address to send this to. Thank you, Kylie. So, it's time to switch to a little bit more arting in order to finish this up. Or I can work on her hair and leave this for later. What would you guys prefer? Hair. All right, here it is. Kylie has spoken. So, I lost all my hairlines, and now I have to do them again. God damn it. Thank you, Kylie. All right, so I'm just going to move my Copic markers out of the way. Thud. And my color pencil's out of my way. What a mess! All right, so I need to figure out where her hair was. No lines are here anymore. So I'm just gonna get my line art because I did scan my line art. Yay me. I had a feeling I might need it. So, let me just look at her hairlines because I can see nothing. Classic. All right. I'm just gonna save out. I've got it here. I just need to save it out. So 1 second, everyone. Just gonna take image size. I'm just gonna knock this down a little bit so it isn't a gigantic file. My scanner does either 300 DPI or 600 DPI. It does nothing in the middle. And I generally like to work at 400 DPI. So I'm just taking it down from being aggressively large. So 1 second, everyone. I just have the scanned file in my Photoshop. Let's just save it as a JPEG. Almost done here. Okay. Close up Photoshop. Sorry. True, I did have a giant amount of hair behind the lantern. So I'm just trying to see how much and how far it was. And all of those good things. So 1 moment, please. Okay. There we go. All right, now I have a quick file here that I can take a look at and get an idea of where her hair is. Am I ready for this weekend's con? I am not. I actually haven't packed and I leave tomorrow. So after I'm done with dinner and we finish dinner dishes, I'll probably pack my clothes. And then tomorrow my flight doesn't leave until the afternoon, so I do have some time. I'm not being completely irresponsible, just a smidge. So I'll pack tomorrow. I was really hoping that I could be done with this cover, but I don't think I will be. Now, granted, my deadline isn't for a while, so it's no big deal. JP Roth was like, take your time. It was just for my personal scheduling that I was hoping to be done. I realized that was very ambitious. I knew that from the get-go. To finish a cover in 3 days is, for me, that's ambitious, especially with a watercolor that is new to me. Yay. Oh yeah, Kara, I need to check the text. I'm so sorry that I haven't yet. So another thing that I've learned is that at least with this watercolor paper, I don't need to leave that much of a halo around the character when I'm doing a mask film. So now I've got a little situation where I need to fill in all these little gaps. So I'm going to work on that a little bit more and find a way to make sure they look really nice. And so that's something I know for next time. I don't need to leave extra room. Live and learn. You want to borrow my shirt? I know, it's so fantastic, and it says I'm busy. Okay, so here is the gold thingy, and it's over here as well. So, I can't really see where it is. Okay. Zooming in a little bit. Oh, you don't mind the texture? Oh, that's awesome. Yay. Okay. Little bit more zoomed out. I'm actually changing where I had the hair a little bit. Too much Vegemite. This I can see a little bit. I can't see the pencil, Kylie. I can see it in this one little spot, and that's it. And now it's gone again. Damn it. All right, and then it curls up over here. This curls this way and comes down. Yeah, I'm just basically having to redraw this. So, lesson learned for next time. Make my lines darker or find some way to get some kind of ink, or I don't know. Oh no, Mr. E, I'm so sorry. All right, I think that's good enough. And I might actually try one of these, some of these inking pens to get a really nice crisp line. So these ones were gifts from Snow. Thank you again, Snow, for all the art goodies. You are amazing, and I'm so grateful. Then this is a Copic brush pen that I bought from Copic. So I'm gonna kind of try a mixture of these ones just so that I can fill the area with black. And then I'll do the same highlighting technique with either white or the blue or something like that. But her hair is black, so I'm gonna get that in. What monster puts Vegemite on a cookie? I put Vegemite on a spoon and ate it because I thought it was Nutella, like an idiot. Sorry, my hair is just bugging me, everybody. The Cookie Monster. Yeah, I know. I think that was the wrong thing to do. I was also, I think, 13 years old, so, you know, can't blame me too much. What are cruscets? Or are we going to get a Kylie video teaching us the proper way to eat Vegemite? That's amazing! That's amazing! So I need to put Copic marker in here too to make this look less, like her hair doesn't just go white underneath there. So I need to use some Copic to add some texture and shadow in there to show that she's got hair. Otherwise it looks like, oh yeah, right here she just went bald. Oh no, Mr. E, I'm so sorry. I'm switching to the inking pens from Snow. Can Mr. E hear? I did not. I don't know if Mr. E can hear, so I'm texting him. All right, I'm checking out cruscets. Oh, okay. Oh, I love these. They're so yummy. All right, I know what you mean, Kylie. Juan is not in trouble. Joking is 100% allowed. Though I just don't want Mr. E to think that I actually did. All right, I'm just getting out my toner markers since now I've moved to the floor. All right, so I'm going to try leaving some parts like this so that I can pick up some of the sky color. I'm giving it a shot. I don't know if it's going to work for me to do, I don't know if it's going to work and if it's going to look brilliant enough, but I'm just giving it a shot to see if her hair will look nice if I leave certain areas open and then just fill in some color, or if I need to do this technique. So for now, I'm going to do this. Just quick kick Juan. Oh, what did you order, Kylie? Did I miss something? Oh, you got some more Copics, but you randomly picked a bunch. That's awesome. I can't wait to see. I'm taking down some of her hair, like the size of the top of her head a little bit. Thank you so much, Snow. I hope you heard me shout out to you earlier that I was using the pens from you. No, right now I'm good. You sent me plenty and I'm so, so happy. Thank you. You know what? I don't know what they're called because it's all in Japanese. The thing that's in English, it's SEPA and then Japan material. Enjoy trying to find it. But it's like a felt brush tip. Okay, I'm just thinking about the lighting. Vlad, hello! Long time no see! Okay, I'm guessing the lighting would be here. I don't know, Kylie. I haven't tested these. Oh, thank you, Vlad. And yes, I have definitely studied Campbell's work. I have gotten some mentorship and art classes from J. Scott Campbell. So 100%, he's very much a large influence in my artistic life. And Smallpox, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much, Smallpox. Not very long, Kylie, because I still need to go cook dinner, and I started late because I forgot to prepare the things I needed to do for dinner. So I had a massive block of meat I had to like thaw and cut and everything. Anyway, it's all my fault. So I need to stop at 8 o'clock sharp. So I can go a little bit later because I finished all my pre-prep. But yeah, I'm super sorry, you guys. I kind of failed. Okay, so that side is done. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. E. Thank you so much, Atomic Tizzle. Have a good night. have been leaving earlier these days because I was getting dinner in too late. Everybody gets home hungry and very sad. Today, though, I actually did extra prep while I was waiting for the meat to thaw, so I can stay on live a little bit longer. All right, I'm just gonna chat for Mr. E. I'm not sure if he can hear me, so. Yeah, that would be awesome. A cook and a house cleaner, I'm telling you. I'm like, I try to like get a few little jobs done every day just to like stay on top of the mess. Oh my God. It's really intense sometimes. Not gonna lie. All right, so I can't find my hex chart. I don't know what I did with it, but it's somewhere not here. And I've been looking and I can't find it in my unpacked stuff from the show. So I kind of forgot the fact that I didn't paint this part, so there's no blue. Thank you, Travis. True, I couldn't. I wish I could. Anyway, my point about the hex chart is that now I'm kind of going blind on my colors and I'm just playing guesswork, but this seems to be looking okay. And it's actually working fine with those the pens. All right, now I can use the toner grays. It was fantastic, Travis. Thank you. Oh, are you leaving, Snow? Good night. Thank you again so much for all the art supplies. I am so incredibly grateful. No more. That was my, like, 10 Christmas presents in one, Snow. Seriously. If I want to do like a backlight on that, I'll do it with colored pencil. When's the Twitch party? It is on December 1st. So that's, I think it's on a Sunday, which works out fantastic. Oh, well, I hope you can make it this time, Juan. So because this is further back from kind of where the faux light source right here, I'm going to just do colored pencil for her hair back here, in which case I'm just going to fill it with black and then add in the colored pencil. Because I think the colored pencil looks best on black. Okay, so I was using purple and blue. Maybe let's get a little bit of purple in here too. It's not showing up. Maybe it's still a little bit too wet. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, it must just be wet because it's showing up fine here. Interesting. So it doesn't show up on this particular pen. It's crazy. So what I'm going to need to do is see if I can put some Copic marker on top of it. So it picked up here because there I put Copic marker here. If there's no Copic marker, it actually won't pick up. So let's hopefully see if I can put some Copic marker down and let it dry, and then maybe it'll let the colored pencil pick up. Because that's definitely throwing a giant monkey wrench into my plans if I can't Copic colored pencil over this stuff. I've never seen something where the Copic marker where the colored pencil won't catch. It won't show up on the paper. So here's to hoping that the Copic marker can fix it. All right, and while we're waiting for the Copic marker to dry, let's try to fill this in and make this part look sheer. Correct, Wade. I honestly couldn't get it completely sheer here. It took me a minute to figure it out. So if I have to make it a little bit more sheer, I may have to do it digitally, though also I think that was a little too sheer for a diamond cover. I know we ran it, but I think that we're not doing this one super sheer anymore. So that was like the first cover that we ever did with that character, and now she's not as sheer. So I kind of decided here this is part of her outfit and it remains sheer. So I was testing out if I could get it sheer here, but it certainly isn't as sheer as down here. So I was going for sheer and then realized it wasn't working, so just covered the whole thing. But technically this is a non-risque outfit up here anyway. All right, what was I doing? Oh, yes. So it's time to fill in here. So what I'm using right now is T4. So it's toner gray number 4. And I'm filling in little parts where I feel that her hair would be. And just making it a little bit dark so that, you know, the impression is that this is sheer. So I'm only putting the dark colors where the cloth is I guess 1 layer or maybe 2 layers of cloth, not where I feel the cloth would be overlapped enough that it would be opaque, if that makes sense. But since all in here she has hair, I'm just trying to give that illusion. And then I might use a little bit of yellow marker right there. Hello, Bambino. Nice, Juan. Okay, now I'm using T6. So hopefully that's helping to give it a sheer appearance without being like too intense. And then I need to mix some yellow because there's gold back there. So that's going to be interesting. Let's give this a shot. All right. I think I'll either do YR31 or YR12. So I'm going to start with the lighter one, which is YR31. because I'm just giving a little hint of the fact that there's gold back here as well. There we go. That's enough. Then I did all this with watercolor, but I'm just going to do a little bit of Copic marker to just enhance in a few places. There we go. And now I'm taking a little bit of the Sakura jelly roll, and I'm just adding a few little dots to make it kind of sparkly and catching the light. Help it stand out a little bit more. Thank you, Keeman. Oh my God, you guys are gonna come as me. That's hilarious. There we go. Now it just stands out a little bit. Thank you, love. That means so very much, Kylie. Truly, truly. Okay, moment of truth now. Let's see if the colored pencil will stick to this stuff now. Let's hope it does. Yes, okay. Phew. Okay, so it sticks. Copic marker will work with this, with colored pencil, but that other pen will not. So that's good to know. Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, won't stick there either. Okay, phew. It worked. All right, so now I know, and I'll fill the rest of this with Copic marker. I've kind of gotta, because I need to go over it with colored pencil afterwards, and I want it to have that same kind of glow that she's got on her hair here and here. And it's kind of a common thing in comics to use blue as like the highlight for black. So I'm kind of doing that here. And because there's so much ambient blue light. But thankfully this looks sheer. So I'm really relieved that that worked. And now it's her hair. I guess I'll finish the top of her hair here, so at least her hair is done. And then this is another one of the little cloth dealios. And I need to find a way that we can still see her lashes, even though here is black. But you know what? Maybe, since I can just kind of fudge it with this stuff, I could probably make this side of the cloth thingy that's on the side of her thing just come down here by her eye too, so that it's not so much black right around her face. That might distract from her eye, or it might help her eye shine more. So I need to think about that. Kylie's right, Christina. All right, so she's got like a gold beaded thing, kind of like right here, that goes from this part on her hair. This leaf thingy that's in the center of her forehead connects back to all the stuff back there. And there's actually gold chain that kind of goes down the side of her face and around in her hair. I didn't feel that it was necessary to draw any of that in. I'll just do it at the end when I do all the like little gold bits. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know, Kylie. So I need to actually add in some sky color right there. I missed it. Cube Dag, hello. Is it Dag or Dog? I think it's Dag. I'll head out in like 5 minutes. I just want to finish her hair. So I won't be going live this weekend because I'll be away at a con, but I was able to make it up during the week, and so I will miss you guys, and I hope you have a good weekend for real. And I need to pack tomorrow, so that means I'm not going to be done with this until I get home. So there might be one more live stream on this one so that I can wrap it up and just do all the rest of the details, because I still need to do her hair, the ribbons, the sakura flowers that are flying around. There's still a good bit to do on this one. So I'll probably go live again on this, and then when I'm done, I'll switch back to Divinica. Oh my goodness. See, Kylie understands. Thank you, Kylie. Oh my goodness. See, Kylie understands. Thank you, Kylie. It is such a grumpy horde. Thank you, Wayne. I always need that. Thank you, Travis. I really appreciate that. It's my last traveling con of the year, and then I'm home. Woohoo! And I'm home till like February or March. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so at least some of the hair was done, and the rest of it is drawn. And the hair this time, I'm keeping it very, very simple and basic because there's supposed to be this glow from the letters or the words that are on this are going to be glowing in her hair. So I have no idea how I'm going to get that done yet. I don't know how at all. But here's to trying. So I'll be thinking about that over the weekend for sure, of like how on earth I'm going to get these words in there. It may be done with acrylic afterwards. But anyway, for now, this is where she's at, and I will finish her upon my return with you guys. I probably do, Kylie. All right, guys, this has been a ton of fun. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I am not going to raid anyone today because I don't really have the time. I will, but of course, I love to raid, and I will do it next time. I promise you guys, but this time I've really got to run. Thank you all so much for being here. Here's a last little look at it. Hopefully it's clear. So this is where she's at for now, and I will finish her up later on. And her top catches the light, and it's all shiny, and so do her eyes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did her eyes, and her top catches the light. Yay! All right. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend, and I will see you again on Tuesday. Mwah! Bye!